Hi everyone, Sean Harris here. Welcome to another episode of Drinkslinger Presents Bar Talk. Today is a special occasion. We're out of the office. We are live on premise at 4th Avenue, downtown Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
I'm here with the general manager, Mr. Aubrey Norman. Now, we got the corona going on, so I can't shake your hand, but
no shaking
we can
hand,
toast.
man. Social distance, brother. We're going to toast in the air, man. Absolutely.
All right. And thank you for having us.
Man, thanks for coming.
Tell
man.
the people who you are and what you do, sir.
Yes, I'm Aubrey Norman, do food and beverage operations, front and back of the house. Been in the business about 16 years, managing about 14 of those years. Just making sure, you know, everything comes along the way it needs to operate in the restaurant. Hotel, restaurant is my background, so pretty much cover pretty much all the hospitality.
Yeah, I believe when we first met, you had just moved here from Atlanta.
Yeah, moved back.
Moved back from
Yeah,
Atlanta.
from
Are you a
Atlanta.
Jackson native?
Yeah, Natchez is my home.
Okay.
Natchez, Mississippi.
Mississippi native.
Absolutely. And after high school, moved up to start Jackson State
Okay.
University.
D.I. Love.
Yeah,
D.I. Love.
absolutely.
Jackson State.
Bleed the blue.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
bleed the
Of
blue.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. So, what do you think about this corona thing that's going on? And tell me some of the precautions that Fourth is taking with your leadership to overcome it, you know, help customers and guests stay safe.
Absolutely. Man, it's serious. You know what I mean? I think, you know, we're not at our full extent as a city or state taking precautions. You know what I mean? I think, you know, we need to be ahead of the curve when it comes to overall, as far as, you know, social gatherings, you know, 10 or more people, you know, our social distance, whether it's in grocery stores, whether it's, you know, in restaurants, any type of, you know, building that can contract the virus, which is any and everything and everywhere. You know, I think, you know, politics got us struggling for taking a real precaution and doing a real quarantine. Do you think that
people just don't understand?
Like we need? Well, I mean, I think it's...
I mean, the mass general public.
Well,
I mean, you're in restaurants like myself.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, we're precautious anyway, just because we have to abide by certain health codes with the health department and everything like that. So, you know, I think we take pretty good precaution now. We're taking extra steps, you know, to prevent it, anything, you know. But the thing is about it is you never know who contracts it with no symptoms. You know, being, you know, young of age, which is typically our, you know, majority of our crowd, our workers, our, you know, peers around us. So, you know, you never know, you know, what they may have or how they can come in contact with it, and then it just spreads as quick as being, you know, 4 feet within each other.
Yeah, they say that those that don't show any symptoms can be carriers for those who can be mostly affected by it.
Exactly.
Like if you visit your grandmother,
that's right,
because you don't have any symptoms, you can pass it on to her, who's age 70,
right,
with respiratory problems, and she'll, you know, bear the burden.
Exactly. And so, you know, the quarantine, the stay at home, you know, I think is very needed, you know, in demand and need to be done. You know, no doubt about it.
Well, let me ask you a specific question. I'm a fan of 4th Avenue. I follow y'all on Instagram.
We appreciate it.
I've seen your Instagram post where you're conscious of, y'all do curbside food service now.
Correct.
Y'all have a discounted lunch. People still have to eat, but they still need to be safe.
That's correct.
Y'all not doing dine-in, but it's to go only.
That's correct.
Sanitation is always there, but it's extra cautious now.
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things and some of the ways that Fourth has upped their cleanliness.
So originally when it came about, you know, it's a team of us. You know, from the owners to myself, and, you know, we conference call, man, and, you know, they do a lot of reading and researching on everything that's going on, kind of know hands-on and firsthand of, you know, what's going on and how serious things is. So, you know, with that precaution, it's, you know, hey, you know, what do we need to do, or what's our steps, what's the next step, so basically we knew we had to shut as far as the restaurant lounge down immediately, right? Even before the 10 people just came in effect of, this is mandatory, no social gatherings at over 10 people.
Y'all were doing that before it was mandatory.
The weekend prior to, before they even, mentioned shutting the schools down, we're not taking that risk, because we know the age groups, we know the peers, and we know no symptoms being shown.
What they call tangible knowledge.
Yeah, man, look, very serious about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
one of the things I was impressed by when we spoke the other day is you were telling me that Fourth was going to get sanitizer lights.
Yeah.
So when you come in, like even beyond the quarantine, when it's lifted and we move past Corona as a society,
right.
you still want to keep everything clean for your patrons.
Absolutely.
I was very impressed with that.
I'm thinking, we were thinking like, this is going to be the new norm. You get what I'm saying? After this, because, even we're getting to the summer to where it possibly kill all viruses. These are the new steps and these are the new precautions that needs to be taking place anyway. If you haven't been, secure about washing your hands.
I don't mean to make light of a pandemic, but motherfuckers should have been washing their hands a long time ago.
Yeah, so man, the extra steps, man, going above and beyond to making sure we know our patrons are safe. They feel safe, even with coming out, because once things come back in and start to rolling, people are going to be out, so what
in droves.
Because
we're already getting restless.
Yeah, very restless.
Being at home, people are all making IG videos.
Yeah, people are ready to go back to work. They appreciate.
You under some pressure when you're ready to go back to work.
Man, people appreciating jobs. People, people, appreciating family more now.
Yeah.
But ready to get back out to the workforce, even to make money. Even to get back at it and getting their regular routines. So we've discussed put UV lights in place to kill bacteria and viruses instantly. We put in hand sanitizer stations around the restaurant. Just, walk up and you're able to clean your hands.
Yeah.
Following the health code when it comes to washing your hands and things like that for employees in back of the house. And we will have back to work training on proper
new
usage.
protocols.
New protocols or, old protocols. We're just gonna reiterate, sign off on, type of deals to where people are very aware of how serious this can and this can be.
Now you mentioned guys and girls willing to get back to work. I myself, bartender by trade.
Absolutely.
You've been in restaurants your whole adult life.
Absolutely.
What is 4th Ave doing for the staff, the front of the house staff that's not working right now?
So front and back of the house staff, a lot of this is mainly, part-time work for, majority of the staff. Whether it's, part-time job, 1 or 2 days out the week, in which we're only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Supplemental income.
Supplemental income for some. So, for my main employees, my prep cook, head chef, sous chef, my hostess, they work, your 28 plus hours a week. So, what we decide to do for our staff is, come up with the low center of the plate price point for lunch, where we're able to cover the cost of grocery and cover the cost of, the labor that we provide for the, like I say, front of the house and back of the house.
Yeah.
The plates are inexpensive, made it a situation to where it's curbside pickup or delivery if they call before 10.
Y'all deliver?
So we deliver as well. Yeah, if order 5 plates or more, call in, place order before 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I hear that. I did not know that. I did not know that they deliver.
Right. So this is all new and a chance that we were willing to take because we never did lunch before. Of course, all of us had the experience. But, because this is not a lunch location, parking is, location, Definitely,
Parking is not ideal.
Parking is not ideal, and the atmosphere is not lunch.
Yeah.
So
I mean, shout out to Fourth Ave. For you guys as a management team and an ownership team to serve lunch just to make sure that your staff is okay during this time.
Absolutely.
That is commendable.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I don't think anybody that's human and has a beating heart wouldn't see the extra step and the effort that y'all putting in to take care of your staff.
Absolutely. And again, man, shouts out to the owner. They definitely going above and beyond with the rest of the employees as well, to make sure, that they see the light doing this.
I hope that alone makes anybody that's never been down here come down here and enjoy the Fourth experience.
Absolutely.
You can't be bad people and have that kind of wherewithal to open up for lunch just to take care of your staff.
Right. And it comes back around, man. I'm a true believer in, I say karma, but you do good things, good come back to you.
Yeah. So I can tell me and you grown, and you use the word karma. I know what that means. Yeah. But somebody under 25, all they know is energy.
Energy, I'm telling you, man. So it's real, man. So absolutely, shouts out, and those are great things that we practice as a whole, making sure we take care of our people.
Well, y'all doing a wonderful job on that.
Sir.
I've seen it firsthand.
Thank you, sir.
I've seen it firsthand. And the food's good.
I appreciate it.
The food's good.
I appreciate it.
Good. Well, so what are we drinking here today?
Today, Woodford Reserve Double Oak. One of my favorites. It's one of my go-to bourbons.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. Wish we was outside on the patio so we can have our cigar along with it.
Yeah.
But
I got one in the ashtray in the truck.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. We'll definitely have our cigar.
Hey, we got 3 weeks for summer.
Man, time is flying as well, man.
A Mississippi summer.
Right.
It's going to be hot here before it's hot wherever you at.
Absolutely. Right after Easter, we get hot.
Yeah.
Right after the Easter snap. But yeah, man, just going into, the new year has been, quite a challenge. Us being down for a week with the flood. We had the flood. Haven't had an expected flood like that since 1979. So, we battled with that a weekend. We took precaution on that as well. We cleared the restaurant, took all the furniture out the restaurant, stored it away.
Did you really?
Yeah, man. It was a last minute call. We didn't want to get caught, I say with our pants down, but we didn't want to get caught being flooded and then have to pull damaged goods out.
Yeah.
So, we pulled everything out during the flood time. We stored it in the U-Haul. Again, during that time as well, staff members, in order for them to get, work or continue working, had, everybody loading in, loading out. Type of situation. Man.
Yeah, it's like a GI party.
Yeah,
when everything's slow, we can find something to clean.
It was good cleaning time. Had opportunity to do a couple new renovations, some small things, because it was the top of the year as well.
Well, such as, tell me something that, as a patron, I wouldn't see with the naked eye.
So we did a couple things, actually. We did new light fixtures in our mix and mingle area, in our main lounge area.
This area over here?
The lounge area that's over there, yep, did new light fixtures. If you walk in and went to your left, which is the bar area, we created a lounge area that was over there as well, but we did some high rises on the first and the last section. So, we wanted to bring it all together. So the deal was with us always having high top tables in the bar area, they kind of felt not included in the mix and mingle in the patio area. Yeah. So everything now is low seating, low furniture, cohesive, and then we raised up sections over there as well to make them feel like they're part of the mix and mingle lounge, which they would call the VIP.
A lot of people don't know this, but Fourth Ave your concept is an ultra lounge, right?
Ultra lounge, yeah, it's hybrid lounge. And the hybrid piece come in at because we start off low lights, upbeat music, more of a conversation piece, 9:30, 10 o'clock, the music, gets a little bit louder, the lights go a little bit lower, and the atmosphere with the what we call headlights, which is our moving headlights. You get the spotlights, coming on after your 8 o'clock point. Just kind of creating that fun-filled atmosphere and giving them that experience that they can't get anywhere else here in the state.
One of the things I like, and I'm going to preface this by setting it up. How long y'all been open now?
Been a year and 6 months.
A year and 6 months. So about 17 months ago, I remember when y'all first opened, I came in and I noticed y'all had all those televisions.
Right.
And I was like bartender. I was like, excuse me, sir, you know what I'm saying? Can you put the game on one of these TVs? And he looked at me and he was like, man, after 7 o'clock, we turn the TVs off.
Right.
And I was like, why would you do that? Like, the game just came on at 6.
Exactly.
And he was like, well, we want you to interact and intermingle with the people in the room.
That's right. Talk to the person beside you.
And I did not take offense to that, because if I wanted to watch the game, I should have went to a sports bar. That's
absolutely.
not what this is for.
That's right.
And as I started talking and laughing and joking with strangers I'd never met before.
That's right.
Well, I guess that's redundant, because that's what strangers mean.
That's what strangers
But after
mean.
I started having a good time, I didn't even miss the TVs being on.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the point, is every corner that you turn, or even the signs to it, even the walkways. If you notice, the walkways from the kitchen door to here is tight. Our idea is to rub shoulders with that person and being able to speak and talk.
Yeah.
Having that pillar in the center of the aisle with the bar chair 2 feet away from it, purposely for that person to turn around and be able to speak with that person at that pillar.
Without having to yell.
Without having to yell. And then again, coming in contact with people. Our mix and mingle is tight, and the way the seating is designed is for you to sit next to someone.
I tell you, back in the day when I was bartending in corporate America, one of the things I do, no matter what establishment I was working at,
Right.
I would always come in on day shift and remove salt and pepper shakers.
Right.
So if instead of a salt and pepper shaker being in front of each seat,
right,
I would make you have to, hey, excuse me, will you hand me that?
Yeah,
salt
they
and
serve
pepper?
as partitions, and people see it as walls, man. And partition is to separate. Another piece, like I said, we renovated. Now we do live bands on Thursdays. So live bands on Thursdays now.
Every Thursday.
Every
I have a live
Thursday,
band.
live band. Yep, 7 to 9. So the partitions that we had as you enter, that used to go up to the wall, are no longer there. They're halfway, so people can be able to sit over there and look to the band and still see. Even the partitions that we had walking in the entrance to the mix and mingle area are no longer there, because we found out that it does draw a separation, and it does make the people feel in the bar area like they're not a part of the mix and mingle.
Yeah.
So we removed those as well.
Kind of like that old 80s concept when you could smoke. The bar was closed off because that was the smoking area.
That wasn't the 80s. I remember early 2000, we still had it going on at the steam room, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the biggest thing is drawing the people all together. Creating that conversation, people being able to talk to each other, have fun, and creating that first time experience for someone that never been here. Maybe you met your soon to be fiance here, or you met a long term.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
What is 4th Avenue's ideal concept of a first experience? Walk me through what I would get from entering, the hosting, seating, and my service.
I'm not in Mississippi.
I'm not in Mississippi.
I'm not in Mississippi.
We're going for a metropolitan feel.
Exactly. It's we want you to be able to feel like you're dressed up, and I'm waiting to go to 4th Avenue for the experience. Because one of the bigger things, with the owners, it was, hey, it's nowhere to go for me to put some clothes on and let's go out and have a good time. And that was, voted majority, asked about, surveyed, and that was the biggest thing. People would dress up or save their good clothes or good shoes and go out of town to party.
Or it's my wife's 40th birthday.
Exactly.
We getting all suited and booted to go to Applebee's.
Yeah, or even, your local nice
These
restaurants.
kids over here yelling in my ear.
Exactly. And then after dinner, there's, nowhere to go to be comfortable and, amongst other peers like, yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, that was the deal. And that's, when you walk in, you have the lower furniture. The furniture piece was, man, we'll get furniture in and, they'll send furniture back every day. Like, that ain't right. It don't feel right. You know what I mean? I'm like, what in the world is not feeling right? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Now, the bigger picture is, now I see what you mean. Like, the length and height on the sofas and the chairs is set to match the end tables that go along with the sections, right? So you have that perfect posture when you're sitting. You're not sitting low and having high tables. You're not sitting high and reaching down for your drink. It's that perfect. We order special legs for all the sofas.
As I sip on this Woodford, it's arm's length.
Yeah,
it's arm's length.
Absolutely.
Y'all got it real cute in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
it's sexy.
So that's the idea, man. And did a great job. Watched it, from the idea, from bringing it, on paper to seeing it come alive is definitely, a great experience. And I've been, done $1 million renovations in hotels and, new restaurants. But to see what this was, tear it down and bring it back up was awesome.
Talk to me about your bar staff. I asked this question because, like you say, y'all been open a year and a half. I've been coming here a year and a half.
Right.
And y'all have the same staff.
Absolutely.
That is rare in restaurants.
Big.
So the fact that y'all have employee retention means that y'all are doing it right.
Right.
I'm a bartender by trade.
Right.
No
Absolutely.
one stays somewhere they don't like.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all have had the same 3 bartenders since y'all opened.
Yeah.
How did you accomplish that as the general manager and being responsible for the front of the house as well as the back of the house?
Right.
Just your front of the house intuitiveness. How do you manage to have the same 3 bartenders since day one, a year and a half later?
And take care of your people that take care of you is one thing. Relationships is the other. With India, I owned a restaurant downtown Jackson. And
Downtown Cafe.
Downtown Cafe, correct.
Remember that.
Yeah, when we were at the Old Miller's Grocery building, India owned the cups that was in the Regions building.
Okay.
So, I get, not a big coffee guy, but I would have coffee sometime. And she would order sometime, but I was like, she got the best customer service I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Real
nice lady.
Real nice. And, just seeing it, and I coming to a close as I closed the restaurant. And I walked over there and told her, I said, look, this ain't the end of our relationship. Something come along, I'm coming back for you, And that was at least a 4 to 5 year gap in between. And we just touched bases. I always made sure she was, still reachable at all times on Instagram.
Yeah, you kept your word.
Kept my word, and man, had the project come along.
So India was hand selected.
Oh yeah, it was all hand selected.
Yeah. Well, so tell me about A1.
Yeah. So A1 had previous relationships, with the owners. I always knew A1 for being a bartender.
A great bartender.
A great bartender, knowing the speed, knowing the accuracy that he's able to produce. Awesome people person, conversation with everybody.
Yeah.
And can hold a conversation. And he, had some experience, man, traveled, been in the military.
A1, I've never met his parents, but I could tell he was raised with some sense.
Oh man,
you
just know that
just
off
a decent person.
You just know that off the wham, man.
And you talk about speed and accuracy. I love the speed and the fact that he knows what he. If you can type 65 words a minute, but 8 of them misspelled, you can't type 65 words a minute.
That's right.
That's right.
But to make the drinks,
I've seen A1 go hard in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like being Wallace.
It's it makes a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It definitely makes a difference. You know, and
he's the best of both worlds. Like when I watch A1 work, you understand that he's in the well because he can handle the speed.
Absolutely.
But you also want him at the bar top because you like talking to him.
He gonna talk and handle it well.
Yeah,
he gonna do that. Yeah. And with Sandra, same situation with Sandra, same exact situation. People want to talk with her accent's different. You know, she's from Germany. So people want to talk and hear her talk, or, you know what I'm saying, they hear her talk, and then the conversation starts. Where you from? You know, and then they get to talking about, you know, traveling and talking about Germany and things like that. So it all works together well.
And she got some fresh ink too.
Oh yeah, and she loved tattoos, and you know, Indy loved tattoos as well.
Yeah,
so
like Sandra,
A1 love at tattoos as well.
Her left arm is dope.
Yeah. So back then, you know, what I've seen is the shoulders, the arms, her little sleeve, and yeah, man, she loved tattoos, and you know. Bartenders, and that was another reason, again, back with India, even being a barista, making coffee, you know, that all ties into being able to make, you know,
well-balanced
and well-balanced drinks, you know, to where it all makes a difference. The shake makes a difference. The stirs makes a difference. You know, when it comes to the measurements and the drops, it all make a difference. So with her being...
You can put too much salt on chicken.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Big time. And taste it.
Yeah.
So with her having that experience, you know, A1 have, and then they all merge and link together, man, and work well, man. So it's a good chemistry.
So now I know what it is, but I want you to tell the mass general public what that little machine over there that make that smoke be going in them drinks be doing.
Oh yeah.
Because I be seeing people whenever they do it, somebody way over here be like,
yeah, they
smoking over there.
That's right, man. It you know, for instance, this is one that's already smoked, but it's a Woodford Reserve, but you know, it's smoked. What the smoking box does is it's a actual smoker that take wood chips, and then you light the wood chips, and the blower from the actual smoke gun blows into this box. And the best way to do it is, people do it different ways, and I've seen it all. But man, when I say we studied this, you know, drinks from 6 months to a year, but the best thing to do is actually smoke a cold glass and a cold rock, because the temperature of the rock and the glass holds the smoke better than anything else. A lot of people smoke the glass first. A lot of people, you know, what I've studied is taking your alcohol, whatever you may want to smoke, tequila, your bourbon, pour it, you know, into one, and then add your smoke and top it off. And the smoke lasts for about, you know, 3 hours. But what it does is just infuse it. We've had cherry wood, we had pecan wood, you know, we've had different type of woods as well, huh?
Sound like you're grilling.
Like grilling, yeah. I mean, but the smoke is amazing, man. It definitely, you know, tastes different and bring that aged flavor into your, you know, to your alcohol.
Because I like
whatever
to go,
your preference is.
I go to Sam's and get that steelhead trout.
Yep.
The whole flank. And I throw applewood on my charcoal.
Yeah, get you a cider board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you know, sidebar, I just referencing, you made me think about grilling, but like
yeah,
I
back
love
to grilling,
that
man.
applewood on that salmon.
We've had a steak that you used to do at the steam, we call it smokehouse fillet.
Yeah.
But you do a cold smoke on your fillet, typically before you even grill the fillet. Or we can do the salmon the same way, but that, I mean, the smoke box is made for, you know, anything, you know, that if you want to do a piece of fish, if you want to do I've done, you know, a fillet in a box before, and then, you know, I just smoke it and held it, and then I go off and grill the fillet, man, and there's nothing like a good smoked flavor.
Yeah, especially when you do it yourself.
Oh,
it makes you feel like a king, don't it?
Oh man, yeah, it's special.
Yeah.
It's good eating.
Good eating.
Good eating.
What POS system do y'all use? I asked that question because it seems like there's a very ease of use to it, because I've been in here when y'all were packed and there was not a wait time.
Right. So man, we started off with Clover. Clover's a great system, but I think we kind of outgrew it. I think it's nice and cute. I think it's good for maybe a sandwich shop or a nice boutique, but the volume that we were pushing, we had to go to more of a restaurant-based POS system. And all of it is cloud-based now. Back in the day was digital dining.
Squirrel.
It was Squirrel. So, which was very easy, but now it's very easy as well. But we use Toast POS systems called Toast. Makes it very easy, and they're growing every day. It's always a new update or a new application that you could download.
Does Toast also sync with your host stand?
Make it better. Yeah. Now what we do is, I'm kind of old school as well. So I'm still, papering and floor plan type of guy. But it does have we actually use a different floor plan, and it's not synced yet, but they are working to work with that application as well. We use Your Event is the thing that we use at the hostess stand. That's on iPads. You could use it on your phone as well. And what it does is it has the same setup as the restaurant, custom made for the restaurant. So as you make the reservations, our PR person, our reservation person, manager, she comes in and take all your information, enter all the systems. So, that's her job, on the phone, on the internet, taking all reservations, man. That, it's a blessing, but the phone do not stop ringing.
So that's a good problem.
Man, that's a good problem. So her job is, so once I get in the evening, I just, pull up, the RV information. So any note, any reservation, we don't even, we contact and talk just to make sure we lined up, but
it's like a digital version of manager notes.
That's it.
When you come in, you can look and see what the previous
not
manager
the red
left
diary book.
Yeah.
But man, it's fantastic.
And we telling our age,
man. We telling our age, especially in the restaurant business.
I know, right?
Yeah, we had this big, thick, year by year, and it's thing we had from 1997 all the way up to 2010. And you would use this book as a reference point.
It's 2020 now. You turn this book open to 2019 on this date and be like, well, we did 3,200 at lunch. We supposed to do 3,200.
And if you ain't got nothing to say, you just say, I was here.
Yeah, I was present.
I was present. Shift went perfectly fine. Yeah, but
no remakes, no setbacks.
Oh man, yeah. So all the applications and all the POS systems came a long way. We also have what we call the handhelds, which is more of a wireless based system that you hold in your hand, and you can go to the table, because in this business it's a lot of moving. So it's not you're at a table, this is where they at, boom, boom, boom. But I could take a drink order over here by the DJ booth in the next 5 minutes.
You don't have to run to the POS.
Exactly, we can do it all
place the
there.
drink order right at the table.
Right at the table. If they ready to cash out, don't want to start a tab, we can cash you out right there. Print your receipt, you sign the pad, and it's all over. Yeah.
I like that because, we were taught, in our era, treat your section like one table.
That's right.
Well, now that's a wonderful concept because it saves you a whole lot of ripping and running.
Right.
But the first table doesn't get put in for 4 minutes because you went to the next two.
Right. And that's the biggest thing, and that's what cut down a lot of the wait time. Is we're able to.
Which is why I asked the question.
Absolutely, we're able to place everybody right there, send it before going to the next table. And prior to that, the system was still in place like the old school. You want to greet every table within 2 minutes of them sitting down and let them know you'll be right back once you place an order. But things can get complicated when you have more of a, shall I say, a party group versus a dining group. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because these people ready to
17
party,
people versus 4.
Exactly. And then when you're antsy and excited, a 1 minute wait time is a person that's waiting 8-minute wait time. Yeah. So
they will tell you that.
Yeah.
I've been here 15 minutes. And you
just walked through the door 2 minutes.
I seen you sit down.
Got it on camera. You just walked in. But I always this is orientation thing. I always come in, first thing I do is close your eyes. I set my timer. I say, raise your hand when you think it's a minute. So I mean, 20 seconds, I see hands go up. 30 seconds, I see hands go up.
How are they not counting 60 seconds in their head?
Because they're counting 60 seconds, but it's the anticipation of knowing when a minute up. Or
well,
just
math
like when
is finite. Like if you told math is finite. If you told me raise your hand when you think a minute is up, I'm pretty sure I'd be between 55 and 62 seconds.
I guarantee you won't. I bet you won't.
We're gonna have to do that off camera.
We're gonna have to do that.
If I get it right, we'll redo it.
We'll redo it. But even counting 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, but it's the anticipation. So I do it because if a person walked through that door and no host is at the hostess stand and they're waiting, it may be 30 seconds, but when she come back, it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or if someone's been sitting in the section and haven't been greeted, again, the anticipation is going. They don't see a server, haven't been even greeted or touched.
Yeah.
That 2 minutes now feel like, 10 minutes.
Yeah. The same thing once they place their order.
Oh, that's right.
Where my food
my
at?
food, so.
It better not be cold when y'all bring it out.
So, that all goes back down to the preparation in the back of the house. 10 minutes on appetizer, 10 to 12 minutes on appetizer. Any entree item should be between 15 and 16 minutes on your pack night.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
y'all maintaining these times on pack night.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing, man. We have a expedite in the back that's on the times. Again, man, everything's preparation.
Yeah.
And the food items that we've chose for the menu, are good items, are great items, but the time variance has to be there for that item. I don't do steaks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't putting that pressure on, a medium well steak that's gonna take 20 minutes. So I don't do steaks.
Yeah.
But the things that we do, we want it to be the best, and we want to do them well. Absolutely.
I wanted you to say that because that was the third do.
Yeah, okay.
The things that we do, we do them well.
We do them well, man. So, and that's the biggest thing, man. Especially with, like you say, no wait time.
Yeah,
is being able to get in, get ordered, get you out, because a lot of people, they eat wings after 11, 12 o'clock, but if they want to come in and eat, they eat, and then they're prepping themselves for the party. They really get ready to drink
what
and celebrate after 10.
Speaking of celebratory occasions and late night, what time does the kitchen close here?
So the full menu stops at 12, and then we do wings and fries until 1:30.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, that's on Friday and Saturday. Thursdays we're open until 12, full menu.
Okay.
Yep.
So on Thursdays y'all close at 12.
Correct.
Friday and Saturday y'all stay up to 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
What time do y'all do last call?
Last call's at 1:45 on
Okay.
alcohol beverages.
Okay.
But we take food orders all the way up until 1:30.
Can you get it to go?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everything is served to go after 12. So after that full menu
so even
starts,
if you're dining in, it's going to come in a to-go box?
After 12.
After 12.
Yes. Is real nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It ain't no trouble. I get you.
Yeah. And that's just, convenient-wise, man. Safety precautions, can't be in here washing dishes at 2:30 in the morning. You get what I'm saying? So everything goes to plastic after 12 o'clock just to make sure, once my kitchen closes at, 1:30, they're wiping down. You get what I'm saying? And they're out of here by 2:30, and everybody leaves, together.
At the same time.
Exactly.
Okay.
From the kitchen, and then the servers leave a little later. But even with the closing down and cleaning, we all do it all together. We in and out, and we leaving at the same time.
Okay. Well, as we conclude this episode, I don't know if you noticed, but every time we do an episode of Bar Talk, it's customary that I get a open tab for
absolutely.
whatever establishment I'm in for 6 months.
For 6 months. Make sure we don't sign that. No paperwork today, Sean. No paperwork.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with the good people watching?
Man, like I said, back to that Corona, man, it's a serious thing, man. We don't know what's in store, what's coming up. I don't think it's, reached the peak yet. Numbers are growing every day. Man, take precaution, be safe. do what the leadership is telling us to do, whether it's quarantine and whether it's no social gatherings. I mean, that's
and
what we are.
You don't have
right.
to like leadership to follow instructions.
That's right. That's right. Like I said, I think it's a politic thing where, our mayor may be struggling with the governor. I think we need that 2 weeks of shutting down to get it over with, or get past the majority with it. You know what I'm saying? The majority of it.
The longer we don't adhere to it, the longer
we suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with having these, it's all politics. You got people with the governor saying, look, I can't afford to shut Ergon down right now. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. We can't shut it. We need, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not the governor saying, hey, listen, 2 weeks is, you know what I'm saying? We shutting down, 9 o'clock curfew, you out for grocery store and mandatory runs,
Yeah.
And I think our mayor's struggling with that right now with the, that's my personal concept. But I think we need to be on lock for 2 weeks, to kill this virus thing, man.
Yeah. Go on, stop.
Go on, stop.
Do it right the first time.
Do it right the first time. And, man, with us being so close to Louisiana, they drive over here for gas. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and we go over there for
lottery tickets. Like, so, and their numbers are up there with New York and California.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it's serious. It's serious.
Okay. Well, Mr. Norman, thank you for having us.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for coming.
It's been a pleasure, and I got some valuable insight about 4th Ave, and I definitely will be coming down here again as a customer.
Absolutely, man. Glad to have you. Add toast.
You made me like a drunk on camera because you ain't drinking.
Oh, man.
You ain't drinking none.
It's okay, though.